Hello and namaste everyone. Welcome to the video. So, in this video, I am going to share truth as close as it gets because it is really difficult or almost impossible to share truth in terms of words or intellectual speeches. So, this is truth as close as it gets, as much as possible. So, in this video, we are going to talk about consciousness, spirituality, awareness, awakening, enlightenment, mukti, moksha, nirvana, jivan mukti, these kinds of topics. So, since my childhood or later years when I was in college, slowly in my life I started to become a seeker of spirituality, seeker of truth. I just wanted to know what is there beyond our just normal lives, or I had this longing, so I sought after things. So different, I saw different people, different ways, different paths about how I can experience spirituality. What is spirituality? Is the it is inner, our inner experience, realization of truth or wisdom, mainly the truth. When we know the truth, we it is a form of wisdom. Wisdom is the truth. Understanding of the truth is the wisdom. So it gives us a better perspective about our lives, makes us more peaceful, and keeps us away from unnecessary fights and wars, makes us peaceful nation, peaceful civilization, peaceful humankind. So spirituality is necessary for that. Anyway, I had this natural tendency, like fish and water. Me, I am there, and spirituality is the water if I am the fish. So I had this natural attraction to this thing. So it started more and more when I was in college. I did not know anything about yoga at that time, not even much about meditation. So I saw that smoking ganja makes you enlightened and spiritual. I was convinced about this fact with this information, and thought that it was the truth. So one of my first experiments to become spiritual, or to get spiritual experiences, or to become wise or intelligent, particularly to know the truth, I thought it is by smoking ganja. So I saw my college seniors do it. I saw many people on the internet, celebrities, do it. Particularly, I saw on the banks of river Ganga in Varanasi, Babas, the ascetics, sadhus do it. So I was convinced, or more or less, I wanted to experiment and see it for myself. So I started with smoking ganja, and then later edibles, digestion, ingesting in the form of bhang. So I started having several kinds of experiences, and they all came with a price to pay, with certain negative effects as well, like psychosis, or one could say schizophrenia or false beliefs. I wanted the truth, but I was getting thoughts mixed with reality and illusion. So and at some point of time, I could not make out what is the truth and what is not the truth. So eventually, I had to stop this experimentation and find a different path because of the side effects of this particular substance or yogic medicine or something like that. So next, I started googling. So on YouTube, I found meditation, but at this point, it was not real meditation. It was more or less a relaxation. You just lie down and you just listen to that voice. It will guide you into a more relaxed state. Okay, it was more relaxing, nothing to do with spiritual evolution or awakening, but it was just calming down and feeling relaxed. And later, I came into yoga. In yoga also, I in yoga lot of information and knowledge is available. Asanas, drills, warm-ups. It is a lot of physical, and it can be like an exercise. It definitely improves your physical body. You can lose excess weight, fat, if depends actually again how your state of mind is. And in my case, it helped me, and also at sometimes it could not help me also. So when it comes to yoga, particularly if in today's world, yoga means it is more of asanas, 90%. In some good schools, they do teach more subject in yoga like yoga nidra pranayama. But after so many years, my journey started, I can say properly, with the force in 2015, and now this is 2025. In last 10 years of my journey as a seeker to tap into something really powerful is something called Anapanasati Meditation. It is not religious practice, but it is a scientific and spiritual practice. So firstly, let us see what is the scientific research says about this Anapanasati meditation. See, now after experiencing ganja, LSD, drug, alcohol, and yoga, asanas, after becoming a professional yoga trainer, certified, and then learning Anapanasati meditation discovered and taught by Buddha. In this 10 years experience, in my journey, I found all these things, and I think the most valuable finding, at least to me, in my journey, is the Anapanasati meditation. It is the most powerful, profound, but we have to give time to it. So, Anapanasati meditation is scientifically tested. What happens? It calms our mind initially, calms our breath, and then mind becomes calm, and then slowly we move into the process called meditation. Thoughts become less and less, and we recharge our mind, and then we become in this process better, like it's upgradation of our mind. We just have better thinking pattern. We lose the negativity and we think better like positivity. And in science, it has been seen that certain parts of our brain become calm and less active, and certain parts become more active. For example, if you sleep, the conscious area of your brain become inactive, you become unconscious, and your dreams start increasing. Then the areas of your brain in which dreams are being played, that area becomes active, right? Similarly, in meditation also, you're thinking unnecessary mind chatter, that area of your brain becomes less active, and unnecessary mind chatter thoughts, they become low and low. And then the free prefrontal cortex, called frontal part of your brain, this becomes active. And then you start to have better thoughts or better wisdom. But if you just keep on practicing for a longer time, you will approach place where you don't have thoughts, you just have experience of no thought. So this is a revelation, and you get information not through thoughts but through experience. So I cannot explain in words. That is why this is truth as close as it gets. So you have to practice. So I am sharing that no matter how many books you study about yoga, meditation, or how many asanas you know, or how slim and trim you are, or how your body is, how you are able to do, how many Surya Namaskar you are able to do, it doesn't matter how your abs are, what is your weight, are you able to do Ardha Matsyendrasana or not, headstand, handstand or not. Okay, you are slim and trim or fat, it does not matter. This is all waste. It is not the real in my findings. The real is the meditation. So it's like if you are climbing a hill towards the truth, and truth is at the top of the hill, your path is the meditation towards the top. And if you are doing yogasanas like Virabhadrasana and Chakrasana, all kinds of asanas, if you're doing, they will affect your physical body, muscles, bones. Of course, it requires energy to, so your body will breathe more oxygen. So this is physiological. Unless you practice meditation, unless you enter your mind level or the spiritual level, depth, deep, all these yogic practices are not useful. What is useful is the discovered by Buddha, Gautama Buddha, called Anapanasati meditation. I don't know if you believe me or not, but time and time I found this concept from many years. It was there here and there always, but I did not focus much on it. I did other things, experimented with other things. Of all experiments, Anapanasati meditation or the mindfulness breath meditation is the most important. So this is what something I wanted to share with you. I studied yoga, I studied Kriya Yoga and Anapanasati meditation, Hatha Yoga. I have gone through this book called Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Asana Pranayama Mudra Bandha book, Kundalini Tantra book. You just can go through these books, but the most important practice is just silent meditation, where you begin with just observing your normal and natural breathing and sit there for as long as you can. At least minimum is 10 minutes for absolute beginner who has not practiced meditation before. Otherwise 20 minutes, 30 minutes is something you start to experience, okay, something is there in this. And beyond half an hour, like 45 minutes, 1 hour, is like the real practice of a seasoned meditation practitioner. And people like Buddhas, they practice many hours together in a day. It seems Gautama Buddha, after becoming an enlightened person, he used to meditate 6 to 8 hours in a day in between. Not at a stretch of 6 hours, but in between he is going to alms and talking to people, spreading wisdom. Whenever he used to get time, he used to meditate, and his overall meditation used to be 6 to 8 hours. That is too profound. For us, people, for normal people, 30 minutes. For seekers, we must meditate more than 30 minutes. You should not meditate if you are feeling very hungry. Have some water or some fruits, and then you can meditate. Or after having food, wait for at least 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours is the best, and then meditate. Try not to meditate if you are feeling very hungry, because you will not be able to meditate properly. Your concentration will go towards food or the suffering of hunger. So this is something I wanted to share. The ultimate point is that you have gym, weightlifting, yoga, asanas, you have breathing techniques, breath work, swimming, whatnot. But to evolve your intelligence, intellect, wisdom, spirituality, inner, if you want to experience more and touch topics like divinity, divine, God, then if you want to know the truth, not as words, but to experience the truth, then your thing is Anapanasati meditation. This is something I wanted to share in this video with everybody. This is the top. Silent breath awareness meditation. In Pali language, it is called Anapanasati meditation. It was discovered by Buddha. It was already taught in India in ancient times, given by Lord Shiva, to observe the breathing process as it is. We are not doing any pranayama, nothing like Bastrika, Kapalbhati, Sudarshan Kriya, Nadi Shodhana. No, we are not altering our breath. We are not playing with our breath. We are just observing the breath as it is. However it is, long, short, deep, shallow, however it is, we are not going to change it. In pranayama, we control the breath. But in meditation, we don't change anything. We don't control anything. We don't concentrate. We don't focus. We just observe, like we watch. We are just conscious. We are just aware of this process called natural breathing, normal breathing. That is Anapanasati. And thoughts will certainly come and go. We are not concerned with our thoughts. If we get taken away by thoughts, gently we come back to the breath. Normal breathing process. So this is something I wanted to share with everybody. Forget about BMI or what doctors will tell you if you that about your weight, and we have to stop this physical appearance. Okay, we must go inward towards meditation path, towards meditation, towards spirituality, and as much as possible to everybody's capability, we must stop the attraction towards the flesh, including eating flesh. Like non-vegetarian, we must become vegetarians. And also about flesh in the world, like how your body looks, what is your weight, is it attractive or not, however it is okay. Our priority is the inner, and this is the most important to prioritize. Thank you so much for watching and being here until the end of the video. Thank you.